They shut the Eureka Museum when there's never been more people here who should go.
Was it 167 years ago the government required you to have a piece of paper to actually go and do your job and work as a miner? And today history is repeated. You have to have an electronic piece of paper from the government to do your work.
The Eureka flag, said to be designed by Henry Ross, a Canadian gold miner, was flown on the 11th of November 1854 at Bakery Hill. The Ballarat Reform League was created and mining licences were burnt with the declaration that it is the inalienable right of every citizen to have a voice in making the laws he is called to obey. That taxation without representation is tyranny, and the formation of a rebel force through Peter Layla took place and the stockade built. It was here that the Eureka Oath was taken.
As what it represented for people then fostered the Aussie spirit of Anzac, taking on someone bigger than you, punching above our weight and never giving up.
People ask what it means to be an Australian, and the answer can be found in the blood that was spilled on that hill 167 years ago. We will do what must be done in our generation to honour the sacrifices that were made in this town and return our government back to its rightful place as a servant of the people. And though we may not win every battle, we will win the war for freedom.
What men and women did to liberate themselves is what my family did in Sudan. I come from South Sudan. In my own family, my two brothers lost their life in fighting the civil war for the independence of South Sudan. I said, now, if dictators like this keep lying on the screen with the support of mainstream media, and people are not turning up to tell them, to call them off, they will turn this country into the country that we ran away from and come here for freedom. Don't vote Labour, don't vote Liberal, don't vote Green. You hear down the line of Scott Morrison quarreling on the TV. They are not fighting, they are in this together. And I will always be with you. I choose to be Australian people, no matter what they call me. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
It was about these people chose that they were going to die on that hill or actually prosper in life.
Operations, and you say you're representing the Australian people, you should go look in the dictionary and see what representative means. And this is exactly what is happening right now in the year 2021, and now they are coming after the kids. Because if we're not going to protect our children, which is your job as a parent, then what the hell are we doing? And it's time to look at your children and choose to decide that you are going to, from this day forward, grow nothing but leaders. Because no one who cares about the people would let one family starve. Not one family would be out of a job right now. And that's not what I see. Because when everyone just keeps quiet and lets bad people do bad things, that's where we lose. But when the good people stand up, like the people, like the men and the women of the Eureka Stockade, when that people stood up and made a statement, it's time for us to make the same statement in the year 2021. God bless, and don't stop fighting.
It's been written by a journalist called David Estcourt. Of course, things to be closed down. Commerce Ballarat Chief Executive Jody Gillett said local businesses were exhausted by the last 2 years. It is critical that they are able to trade at the highest level possible, especially in lead up to Christmas. So what does she recommend them to do? Close the shops on a day when 10,000 people come to Ballarat. The only extremists are in Parliament, and the main extremist is Dan Andrews. Andrews, who's passing extreme bills, extreme law, extreme lockdown, extreme mandates, extreme abuse of human rights in Victoria. Now, the council claimed that this is not in the spirit of Eureka. And they went on to say that Eureka is all about giving the people a voice. Hang on a second. That's exactly what this is about. This is Eureka. And it's a bloody disgrace that, again, the media would try to discredit mums and dads, good people like yourselves, with their children who are coming here to speak up, and that they would dare to shut down the Eureka celebrations on the 167th anniversary. Shame on the council. Shame on the council and shame on the mainstream media. We all saw that footage of Zoe Bueller. She's coming up on stage. She's become a local hero. Not only a local hero, but she's become a national hero. That footage of Victoria Police arresting a pregnant lady in her kitchen in front of her children. The harder the police push, the harder the government pushes, the more people will come out on the streets. And we can never forget people like Zoe Bueller and Monica Smith and other great Victorians who have become symbols of this freedom pushback. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the Eureka spirit. Zoe, 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 Zoe.
I love you all. Thank you.
The good news is you're all on the right side of history. The bad news is, the bad news for Dan Andrews and his Muppets in the mainstream media is that Nuremberg 2.0 is inevitable. End of the day, it doesn't matter which party you vote for. Vote for any party as long as it's not Liberal, Labor or Greens.
Together we rise! Together we rise! Together we
Pretty much where the mainstream hang out. It's not there, or leaving their stuff with the police. 5:20, coming back through where they started.